Welcome back to Akron Summits Franchise, fresh off a 1-point low-scoring victory against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers last week in Week 14. We're 8-5 on the season, which is much better than I would have anticipated, but are we in the playoffs? That's the question. We are not. As a matter of fact, the LA Chargers have jumped us in the standings, and they are currently the 7th seed. When I don't recall the Chargers being so good to where they were on our heels, but they have in fact won 5 games in a row. So the AFC West, aside from the Broncos, very good, and the Chargers now putting the pressure on us. We play them, I believe, in week 18. So final week of the season could be for all the marbles, or at least second place in the AFC West behind the Chiefs. So gotta keep our eyes on Jim Harbaugh and the boys. But in today's episode, guys, we have to game plan for a not good Falcons team, 3-10, so gotta watch out for this trap game here. Don't want to fall to 8-6 on the season and be that much further behind the Chargers and the Chiefs, so gotta take a look and see what the Falcons got going on. And we're also going to check out our player stats for the season, take a look at who's doing what, when, where, how, why, and see who's really making an impact here on this Akron Summits team. And finally, I also have a hidden gem draft prospect that I found that I am going to highlight for you guys here today. We got a lot to get into today. Cue the intro, man. No Michael Penix here in Madden Franchise. They still got Kirko slanging the ball back there, and Falcons are really not good at anything offensively. I think defending the medium pass is probably the way to go, because Kirk Cousins can definitely still sling the ball, and I feel like he can definitely do it in that, medium, intermediate range of the field. We'll go full pad today just because I want to bolster up the team. Really want to get a W. And also defensively, aside from Grady Jarrett and the guys getting a lot of sacks, they don't really do anything else well. So I can definitely see why this team is 3-10. We'll go definitely want to get a running game going. I know I say it every single week and it doesn't usually happen, but we're going to go running it inside for the offensive game plan. And then as far as the weekly game plan, give me 1 interception. We only have like 4 of them on the season. Gotta get a couple of them INTs today, I feel like. Getting a quick look and seeing how everyone on the Summits here is doing. Gardner Minshew, I've said it multiple times, but he is having a really good season. Probably still not going to be here next year, but he is second in the NFL in passing yards at over 3,600. He's got a 2-to-1 interception ratio, basically 30 TDs to 14 interceptions, so he is playing good. So I am happy to see that. Running game, though, kind of atrocious here in Week 14. I mean, I guess not really. Like, Madison and Kareem Hunt do have a decent yards per carry average, but they're probably not going to hit 1,000 yards. I mean, maybe Madison if he has a few breakout games, and of course Amir Abdullah. So I mean, combined, I guess they got close to 1,000, but that's really all I can say about that. Brock Bowers, though, on pace to break his rookie record that he set in real life. He's currently got 999 receiving yards on the season. That's awesome to see. He's our favorite target. Devontae Adams also leads the team in touchdowns by quite a bit at 14, and he's got over 800 yards. Jacoby Myers having a pretty good season as well, 9 touchdowns and 710. He is a superstar player and just got a new ability last week, so we'll see if that helps him out here. Trey Tucker okay in the slot role, and unfortunately Michael Mayer not really doing a whole lot of anything. He did miss quite a bit of time due to injury, but definitely not impressed with his performance. We haven't given up that many sacks on the year, so that is awesome to see. And defensively, let's see, how about Tyree Wilson leading the team in TFLs and also sacks for that matter. 15 tackles for loss and 6.5 sacks. And then of course Divine Diablo, who we just extended, he's had a really great season for us. 12 TFLs, 2 sacks and a pick. Max Crosby finally starting to have a Max Crosby type of season. He's got his TFL total up to 11. He's got 3.5 sacks. Still not impressed necessarily, but he is starting to pull it together. And interceptions, we only have 4 on the season total, mind you, not 4 for one player. Divine Diablo's got 1, Trayvon Merrick's got 1, Marcus Epps has 1, and Xavier Howard, who we traded for a few episodes back, he's got 1 as well. So yeah, definitely got to start forcing some turnovers. And our defense started out playing so great at the beginning parts of the season. We did play good last week, only allowing 17 points, but hoping against the Falcons today to rack up some of these INT and these sack numbers. And guys, I think we may have just found one of our linebackers of the future. Bart Noble's here. I've talked about him a few times in the series, but we got him 100% scouted. He's a projected round 2 to 3 talent, but his true talent is a round 1, and we do need some help at linebacker as well. So he is someone that we should be able, I'm going for him in the 2nd round more than likely, so gotta watch the board when that time comes. But Bart is just a hidden gem, I would say. I mean, he's a diamond in the rough. He's a run stopper, so that fits our scheme very, very well. 6'1", he's got good, size for a linebacker at 249. Not really an edge rusher necessarily. I mean, kind of, but he's gonna be out there shedding blocks and trying to stop runs, and I'm sure, definitely trying to get to the quarterback. He's not as big as some of the edge rushers out there. We do play in a 4-3 defense, so the run stopper role definitely works well, and he's got great key ratings. I mean, really all around, just a steal, a draft steal. Great to good speed, elite to great acceleration, and we now know all of his traits. Yeah, the pass rushing is not really his game, D power moves, F finesse moves, but that's fine. We got Max Crosby in that role. We got Tyree Wilson in that role. So Bart can just be out there patrolling the field with that B block shedding and also pretty good zone coverage as well. So I am going to do my diddly gosh dang darndest to try to get Bart Nobles on this team in the draft. We are down, though, 2 offensive linemen, as we did just lose Andre James to a practice injury. So that will slide over our left guard, Dylan Parham, to fill that role. So, gonna need that next man up mentality. Gardner Minshew has done a pretty good job staying clean, but I'm more thinking in terms of the running game. So Dylan, I hope that you'll be able to spring Kareem Hunt and the boys free, as we are on Monday night primetime. Not really the greatest primetime matchup, if you're a casual fan, but hey, we're on it, and this is our game to hopefully pull away from the LA Chargers. So if you guys are fired up for this Akron Summit series and you're loving this content, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. Remember, at 2,000 subscribers, I will do an NFL jersey giveaway for you guys. And without further ado, let's get on down to Rubber City Stadium in Akron, Ohio, and get ready for the game. And there you get a look at beautiful Rubber City Stadium as it's raining again. Why do I feel like 2/3 of the games that we've played in this season, it's been raining? I mean, it hasn't really hurt us too bad, I guess. Our record is pretty good, as I showed you pre-game, and we're kind of in that spot that no team wants to admit that they don't want to be in, but we're trying to make the playoffs, yes, of course, but if we don't make the playoffs, we're not going to have that great of a draft pick. So right now, as long as we keep winning and got to get a little help from the LA Chargers now as well, we should be in the clear. But let's see if Gardner Minshew and the boys can take care of business today and not fall victim to a trap game. We'll start on the ground here. It's actually Amir Abdullah in, and we'll see what this Falcons defensive line has in store. They got a couple pieces like Grady Jarrett. Caden Ellis there is okay. Rookie Rook Orororo, I love saying that name, out of Clemson. He's pretty good, but all things considered, they don't really have a ton of talent, so part of me wants to just audible into a run here, but we'll go ahead and keep it as called, and I think we'll just go ahead and give it to Trey Tucker, who catches it and breaks tackle, and he's still going. So what an effort by Trey there. I showed you he's having a pretty good role. Slot receiver role is more of his forte, and he's fourth on the team in receiving yards, but that's all he has to do. We don't expect that much from Trey Tucker. So I think he's doing a great job, all things considered. I really want to see something from Kareem Hunt and the Summits running game. There's a nice start there. A great block was picked up on Caden Ellis, and that was able to spring Kareem Hunt through for a gain of 9. Let's go ahead and reward Mr. Hunt here with another carry. We're coming out single back, got the wham. Brock Bowers in motion, and Kareem, it's super congested out there. but they say he got just enough of what he needed to pick up that first down. And, let me know what you guys think. I'm not really sure the route. I'm really hoping there's some good running back free agents, because I'm probably not going to be targeting them, in the draft so much, if at all. So I'm not really sure which route to go. Speaking of routes, see who can get open on this route here. I'm not really a big fan of this play necessarily, but Devontae Adams makes absolutely no effort to catch the ball, as that one was thrown at his feet. So we are now pretty much behind the sticks at 2nd and 10. We'll come out screen here. I don't need to get all this yardage back here necessarily. So Kareem Hunt's been pretty good in the screen passing game, I would say. And a nice block there on Caden Ellis. And we are eventually chased down there by Jesse Bates. A great DB, but not before Mr. Hunt did in fact pick up the first down. Coach is saying screen again, and I'm totally cool with that. Kareem is definitely a dual threat running back. He can catch passes. He is very shifty out there, but just really not having the greatest season for us. I mean, there's a great block thrown there, and Kareem Hunt is able to get to the second level. That was our rookie, JPJ Jackson Powers Johnson. Just completely put a defender on his back, as you see. Big number 70 there leading the way for Kareem Hunt. And we're really hoping that Jackson Powers Johnson can be one of our offensive linemen of the future. I think he's definitely got the skills and the tools to do it. He's already a very highly rated overall rookie, so he's got that going for him, and just made a heck of a play there. So we are moving all the way down to the 21-yard line. It's 1st and 10. We'll come out single back. Going to be a little play action. Oh, Brock is open. Can we fit it in there? Look at Minshew. Gardner. Every week, seems like anyways, this dude has given me reasons to not draft that quarterback, Kevin Saunders, but I've talked about it ad nauseum. Like, we have to, right? I think we do. Gardner is not going to do anything but get worse as the years go on here in Madden. The seasons go on. And there's just not really much you can do with the 70-something normal dev quarterback in Madden. It's very, very tough to develop him. So I'm happy with what he's done. He's going to throw for over 4,000 yards and good touchdown amount. But he would need to, really throw for 5,000 yards. I say that and he'll do it. But I don't know. It's a great drive there nonetheless. And Mr. Minshew is doing his best to lead us into the playoffs. Didn't get to see Kirk Cousins' stats, so all right. Tight end Charlie Warner got hurt, so that's not good for the Falcons. And we definitely got to watch Bijan Robinson, who is a weapon indeed. Having a much better time in Atlanta now that they're not in the Arthur Smith system. I'm not sure how Bijan is doing in real life in terms of yardage. I know he's playing good, and he's always tough to deal with here in Madden, so we'll have to watch out for that. He is lined up to Cousins left, and Cousins sending tight end Kyle Pitts in motion. Got to watch him too. The Falcons most definitely got some weapons on offense, and we'll see what version of our Summits defense we're going to see today. Kirk coming out single back again. Got Bijan Robinson there in the backfield. Probably going to be a Bijan run. It is. And we were luckily able to stop him, as he definitely could have got it to the second level. Nate Hobbs was the first man there to meet him. And, I mean, the Falcons do got it almost to the 50-yard line just on a few plays. So, again, this could be a trap game. We don't want it to be, but we got to watch out. It's always any given Sunday. And Kirk, oh, great defense there by Nate Hobbs. He was targeting Drake London. I did user up on Hobbs as well. Dove in there and got the bat down. Got a little dime blitz here on 3rd and 5. Maybe a little risky, but I don't really care. Cousins almost sacked. I didn't see who the first man was in there to get him, but man, oh man, that's a nice way for our defense to start. That was rookie DeCamerion Richardson, as a matter of fact, out of Mississippi State. And not a 3 and out, I'm sorry, but an out nonetheless by the Falcons. And again, I talked about it pre-game, but we had pretty good defensive performance last week, holding the Buccaneers to 17 points. We have been allowing teams to score 30, 40, so that was a big jump. And at least so far, on one drive, defense looks like they are up to the task again. See if we can capitalize here, man. If we are actually contenders and not pretenders, this is a game that we should win. and also might have Devontae Adams in single coverage. I don't really like it necessarily, so we'll just go underneath to Michael Mayer, who did break a tackle. So if nothing else, our receivers are playing good. They've broken a few tackles. And Michael Mayer, I really want him to be more of a focal in our offense than what he has been so far this year. Now here on 2nd and 1, every bone in my body is telling me to audible this to an outside zone. No, man, come on, brother. Well, I guess we're going outside zone. That was not my intention, but you know what? It is going to work. So, okay, that was not really how I anticipated that play going, but guess what? It works. About 2 minutes here in the first quarter. I'm hoping that we can hit Adams on this curl, which it looks like we might give him a chance. There we go. I have been really dialed in on these curl routes in both this series and my SFL series. And if you guys aren't hip to the SFL series, I'm telling you, go check that out, man. 32 custom teams, all made by me, fantasy draft, and I allow subscribers to join. We got 92 subscribers now in that league. It's a great time, but don't get it twisted here, folks. I still love my Akron Summits, and I'm going to be uploading them a little bit more than I have in the past. So 1st and 10 here. We are almost to the 50-yard line, and we'll see if we can pick this up here. It's Bowers again, but it's an off-target throw by Minshew, who, even with all his accolades this season, he does seem to be good for a couple of those every single game. We have had a couple of these 3rd down situations, 3rd and shorts, and Kareem Hunt has been able to pick them up for the most part, so we'll see if he's up for the challenge here. Needs some good blocking, though, trying to cut it, and we do. That would have been stuffed if I would have kept it to the left, cut that bad boy to the right, and that is going to probably take us to the end of the first. Definitely dominating time of possession, if nothing else. I mean, the Falcons only have 1 drive, and it lasted, 6 plays or something like that, so we're doing a good job controlling that clock, and you guys know my philosophy. If the defense doesn't, if the other team doesn't have the ball, they can't score.
Okay.
Now, I realize that's, elementary logic there, but teams can put up some points against me, and if we don't let them have the ball, they can't do that. So 1st and 10 right on the Akron, Ohio logo. I think we're going to try Devontae Adams anyways. Can he get in front of his man? Oh, that was close. That was very, very close indeed, as Clark Hughes, the 2-year man out of Utah, was there to break it up. And we may have him in this curl route again. It all depends on what Jesse Bates does. I don't like what Jesse Bates is doing, so we'll give it to Jacoby Myers, who has space. And number 16, the playmaker, getting it into the red zone. And just like our first drive, we are marching down the field here on the first drive of the 2nd quarter. Coach is saying RPO. I'm a big fan of these RPOs down here in and around the 10-yard line. They usually pan out pretty good, but just in case, we'll ID up the right side as the Mike. See what Trey Tucker does. He does have it and needs some blocks. We're navigating and weaving to the end zone, and we are about to go up 14-0. So I asked the question again. You guys feel free to let me know your thoughts. Are we contenders or are we pretenders? I don't know. I mean, we're a very competitive ball club. And if you told me we would be possibly 9-5 going into week 15, I probably would have told you to put the pipe down and go seek some help. But here we are. Unless something drastically changes in this game, which it could, we're knocking on the door of going at 9-5 so far on the season. ATL hasn't had the ball for a while, and they only got 16 yards of total offense, so they might be a little rusty. Our defense should be well rested. Bijan Robinson trying to create space there, but the man himself, Max Crosby, was there to make a stop. Max did virtually nothing the first half of the season. He is now starting to come alive, and with 4 games left in the season, he's got a chance to still put together Max Crosby-like stats, and he made a nice tackle there, but there's a completion to Kyle Pitts. Isaiah Palamau could not make the stop. Finally, we were able to make the stop there, but not before Kyle Pitts, the weapon himself, did pick up a first down. Come out zone coverage here. I had been doing much better in man, but we'll test zone here, see how it works, see how it goes here. Max Crosby got very close to Gardner Minshew, and Drake London is got his back hurt, or no, someone did. That's the other receiver there, Rondell Moore. So he looks like he's shaking up a bit. Going to go to the sideline. And the Falcons, though, did get very close to picking up a first down. So we'll check on the status of Rondell Moore here soon. That is their wide receiver number 2, after all, which really shouldn't be a wide receiver 2. I mean, I guess Darnell Mooney's here, but at least on this Madden depth chart, he's their second wide receiver. Drake London wide open, though. Jack Jones makes a stop. And now the Falcons are putting together a pretty nice drive. Then a little pressure here at Kirk Cousins. See how that Achilles is feeling here in Madden. That's not a thing, actually, because Kirk Cousins is a computer player. But that computer player just got sacked by Jack Jones and I believe Max Crosby. They'll probably give a half a sack to each one of them. And that is what I like to see, man. Defense, yeah, they should. Max Crosby should get credit for a half a sack. So that'll put his total up to about 4 on the year. And I want Max Crosby to be a long-term staple in this Summits franchise. So hopefully that will get him going. Tyree Wilson, we're going to have him just play a little bit of coverage.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
And I mean, what in tarnation? Why? Why is Kyle Pitts so open? I mean, whose blown coverage was that? That should have never happened. It was second and forever. Second and 20. And it looks like Robert Spillane was out there, but that shouldn't be necessarily his responsibility. I don't know whose responsibility it was, but someone's going to have a long talking to Coach Smallz, as we do not want the Falcons to creep back into this one. Davante Adams, 3rd in the NFL here in this franchise in receiving touchdowns, and only Rashee Rice has more. He's tied with Cooper Kupp, so Davante, again, heck of a season. He's not happy, though. I want to retain him next year. He wants runs and stuff like that. I know I talk about that every episode, too. But I think we'll be able to keep him. I think that he'll say, you know what, it's okay. It's all good. Let me stay on this team. Madison might not be on the team after runs like that. But, yeah, definitely want to keep Adams. And we got an injury on the field. It is indeed Madison. All right. So Kareem Hunt and Amir Abdullah going to be thrust into bigger roles in this one. 2nd and 9, so tough down and distance here, but hopefully we can pick this up and get a nice play action shot maybe to Bowers. You know what? Let's just run with Minshew. I don't usually do that, but if they're going to give it to me, why not? And Minshew does, in fact, get almost what he needs, and another injury. Okay, these injuries are seeming to pile up in this one here, which we haven't seen too much, and Madison will not come back, all right? Very interesting. So his total yards on the season are not going to move. They're already, sub 400? Or maybe that was Hunt. I don't know. But anyways, Madison's not going to be doing anything more in this game, as he is done for the evening. So hopefully our other running back, Kareem Hunt, can pick this up. Please. Nice cutback. There we go. Kareem Hunt is running powerful and hungry in this one. Let's see if we can kill all or at least most of this clock. 3.5, that's kind of tough considering where we're at on the field. But yeah, I would like to score and then not really let Atlanta possess the ball with too much time. I had a big win in my SFL series by doing that. You know, I forget, you guys may know the teams, they're all creative, but we were marching down for the go-ahead score, and we never really let the other team possess the ball and got a nice win as a result. So that's what I'm trying to do here in this game, and we may have Adams on the curl again. It looks like it. Oh, Adams breaks a tackle too. Telling you, I'm locked in on these curl routes, man. It's all about what that secondary linebacker or DB over there, the guy just kind of playing in the cloud flat, so to speak. Whatever he does, if he goes the other way to the right side of the field, I'm more than likely going to the left receiver on a curl. If he does follow that receiver, I'm probably checking it down elsewhere. But you know what? With 2:30 here, play clock is at 33. I'm going to let this go all the way down to the 2-minute warning. Trey Tucker on the corner route. If that wasn't A.J. Terrell out there, I might entertain that. But, no. Let's just go to Brock Bowers, who's having another big game, refusing to go down. As a matter of fact, I almost wish that he wouldn't have gone out of bounds because, like I said, I want to tick all this clock down as much as possible because for whatever reason, you guys watch my content, you probably know this. When teams get the ball, sub 2 minutes to go, they just always put up points on me. And I just never have a warm, fuzzy feeling that they're not. But regardless, just want to score. That's the most important thing. Let's see if Kareem Hunt can get in there for us. He is. Somebody picked up the block on the defensive tackle beautifully because Kareem Hunt was at risk of getting drilled back there. But Kareem does find the end zone. Yeah, look at that, man. Was that Brock? Oh, man, if that was Brock, this dude's doing it all. I know you guys saw that block pickup. That was awesome. But, yeah, another good drive by the Summits. And see if we can make this extra point. We should be able to. Yes, we go up 21-7. Let's see if we can hold them with less than 2 minutes to go till halftime. Davante Adams got hurt too? Oh, no. Give that man a shot and a pill and tell him to get back out there because we are not about to entertain that. We need him on the field for sure. And Kirk Cousins, see how aggressive Raheem Morris and the boys want to be. Okay. Well, they're just going to throw it out of bounds towards our bench. Bring a little bit of heat at Kirk Cousins, although I do want Jack Jones to play some man coverage. Don't want to leave our DBs exposed out there. And Cousins, Rondale Moore fumbled it. And so, what? I thought you were hurt. How did you get back on the field? Dude, he fumbled it, and then he was the one to actually roll back over and pick it up. Oh, man. That would have just been an absolute gigantic play for us. It was a great hit, too. And Rondale Moore, I guess he was feeling better. But after that big hit there by Divine Diablo, he's probably not. And nobody could pick it up. Oh, Trayvon Merrick, it's right there at your feet, bro. This ain't soccer, man. What are we doing? Kicking the ball here. And then Marcus Epps had a chance at it. And then Rondale Moore just says, oh, all right, there it is. Tough break for the defense. And the Falcons got to kind of move here because that clock is not really on their side. And, man, I thought we had a chance there with Xavier Howard. He was there in position, but that will make it 3rd and 1 for the Falcons. And I'm going to send some pressure, man. We already have 1 sack on Kirk Cousins, so maybe we can get another one. That would be awesome. Or maybe we just get cooked. I mean, not really going to get cooked there, but Kyle Pitts does catch it and gets out of bounds. So he's having a pretty good half, 4 catches, 56 yards. And unfortunately, the Falcons do convert again. If anything, they are in field goal range for Young Wei Koo. But I would like to allow that to happen, right? To hold them to a field goal. That would be awesome. Don't want them to score a touchdown and get the ball after halftime. That's not the recipe for success. And I'll tell you what, man, they are not working this clock very good. And they're not even calling their last time out. Wow. Now they call it. So really strange clock management for Raheem Morris, which is not really a surprise. But they are just going to take 3 going into the locker room. I think I know they could have had one more shot and then used the timeout and then still been able to kick the field goal. But for whatever reason, they took their good old time petering back to the line. We also got 1 second left, too. And you guys know I have converted on a couple deep bombs. You don't want to leave me any time on the clock. We're definitely going to, go to Davante Adams, give him a shot. Probably not going to get it, but you never know. So let this thing bounce, buckle up, and let's see if we can get a Hail Mary prayer. And I'm telling you, this is the play to do it. I single back, and you're probably like, why? Like, if you're going for a Hail Mary, why? Check that left side. It's press. It's almost always press. And we almost always get single coverage. We're not going to get single coverage this time, but you know what? We're still going to go for it. I mean, all right, that's fine. But yeah, if you guys watch my content, I have capitalized on that with like 1 second left before halftime or even the end of the game for that matter. So there's always a chance, but Summit's playing good. 21-10. Falcons have put together a couple good drives though, so got to tighten up a bit. But as long as we duplicate what we did in that first half in the second half, I think that we should be good. So pretty good first half, all things considered. We lead 21-10, and I'm pretty happy with our defense these last couple episodes. Could be better, of course, and would definitely love to see some of the INTs, but, you can't be upset with what the scoreboard shows. And there's a completed pass there. That was to Roger Carter, the fullback, of all people. So, okay, didn't know that we were going to have to keep a body on him, but We know Kirko is good at finding open receivers, and be very interesting to see the situation in Atlanta. Obviously, Michael Penix is going to be their starter. You know, that much is evident and apparent, and that's going to be a rough pass interference. That's what I'm trying to say. Pass interference by me, illegal man. Oh, let me stop. Okay, nice job. But anyways, as I was struggling to get that one out, man. Wow, it's gonna be interesting to see what happens to Kirk. There's multiple different reports. He could be a backup to Penix. The Browns, of all people, are talking about maybe getting him. It's not going to solve any of Cleveland's problems coming from a closet Browns fan, but there has definitely been chatter, and there's also been chatter of maybe he's just washed, right? Maybe that Achilles was just too much for him. You know, they had that stretch of games there. Oh, come on, Max. Yes! Max Crosby on the TFL. That is what I'm talking about. Max Crosby starting to definitely come into his own here. So I don't know, man. Back to my Kirk Cousins ramble, because I have not been able to finish a thought in like 3 plays. I don't know. Personally, I don't think he'll stay with Atlanta. I honestly wouldn't be surprised if he did go to the Browns, but they're in such a cap hell, I'll call it, that, I mean, Kirk would be veteran minimum. It would kind of be like a Russell Wilson situation where ATL would pay him most of the money, and then Cleveland would probably sign him for the vet minimum. But I don't know. He's not going to help Cleveland, all right? I'm going on record saying that right now. But we don't care about that. Right now, all we care about is the Summits coming away with the W. So we'll start out our first drive here, RPO. There is, though, AJ Terrell over there. Yeah, that's never a good thing. But Hunt's going to break a big one. Deadleg him. Deadleg didn't work too well on Jesse Bates. But how about Kareem Hunt? 9 for 60, and he gets it going on an outside run of all things. And why not go back to it? Oh, no, I was in favorites. Dang it. Or I was about to say coach is calling it. But, I mean, hey, why not? We'll try it again. Maybe we get Jacoby Myers this time, and we're going to... Ooh, what is wrong with me? I cannot believe I just did that. That was so bad. That was so bad. Oh, man. Shout out Marcus May, though, on my Terminators team on the SFL. That was bad. That's all I can say about it. And the Falcons are going to go for 2 here. I thought that was a coach suggestion, but you know what? I was still in my favorites. I normally let the coach call the plays. You guys know this. Design run by Kirk. Now we are back in coach suggestions. That's where I need to be, for multiple different reasons. But yeah, staying in the coach suggestions here, and we'll see if Kareem Hunt can continue his great performance today. I mean, he's fighting his way for 5 yards, and I really like the way that Hunt is running. Still trying to find out what our running back situation is going to be for the future. I wouldn't mind it being Hunt. I really wouldn't. I also wouldn't mind Devontae Adams breaking away from this press. That would be lovely. Not going to happen, and we're going to be sacked. Caden Ellis gets the sack. I was trying to go to Michael Mayer. Did not have time there. Tough 3rd and 14 coming up. Now, I did call this play, full disclosure. I'm not going to lie to you here. But 3rd and 14, we need something. And Jacoby Myers can usually get open, although we do got Jesse Bates out there, which I'm not really a huge fan of. But you know what? I think Myers is open, and he had to dive for it because it was not a good pass by Gardner Minshew. Wow. That pick 6 is going to come back to haunt me, isn't it? So totally stinking avoidable, too. And defense needs you to do some of those great things that you were doing in the first half, because your boy here is trying to throw the game away with dumb plays. Yeah, don't be like me when you grow up, guys. That's all I can say. Don't be like me when you grow up. If we go on to lose this thing, that's going to be highly, highly embarrassing. And Kirk, where's he going to go? We missed a tackle on Bijan Robinson because I also take poor angles on tackling. So this is just a masterclass basically, and how not to play the game of Madden. All right, Summits, come on. Robert Spillane, can you maybe get in the backfield? Question mark. He is. But Bijan Robin just refused to go down, and he fumbled it. And for the second straight time today, we are not able to pick up a fumble. And man, the Madden gods are doing everything in their power to have me lose this game today. Big 3rd and 4 here. Divine Diablo, I'm U-turning up on him. I hope that Bijan stays in there to block. It's a screen pass, and Diablo's there. Tremendous, stupendous, awesome open field tackle. And the Falcons should bring out Younghoe Koo for the field goal. Very, very impressed with the defense. Maybe we get a block kick animation, but if not, I'm just going to go ahead and back up. Yeah, not worth it. Younghoe Koo, one of the better kickers in the NFL, going to drill it. And we still retain the lead, albeit by 2. So got to go down here and score some points. Kind of losing our offensive firepower here, I would say. Devontae Adams might be in single coverage, but I'll probably just be looking for my drag routes. There's Jacoby Myers. Thank you, Jacoby. Getting 10, almost all that yardage back there, and it is going to be 3rd and 3. This is very important. 3rd down here. Do I just put it in the hands of Kareem Hunt? I mean, that has worked well so far. It's going to be a single back wham. This is most definitely not 4-down territory, though, so I'm really hoping Kareem can pick this up, and we never even had a chance because, again, it is David Onyemata, so that was definitely his drive there, and all of a sudden, we cannot move the ball downfield. It's almost like that pick 6 just completely deflated our team because this is a much different Summits team than we saw in the first half for sure. Hopefully our defense can bail us out yet again, but it is not looking pretty for us right now. 4 interceptions on the season, not going to get it done. So we need to run that total up, and we need to run it up now. Or speaking of running it up, let's just have Bijan Robinson run up his rushing stats for today. That's awesome. That was a huge play. Falcons are going to score this drive. It's like, I can already tell. You ever just get that feeling in Madden when you know a team's going to score? Yeah, I got that feeling right now. And it's very painful. It's not a good feeling. It's not a fun time. And unless I'm dead wrong, which I hope that I am, we're going to have to play from behind for the first time in today's contest. Don't want that, but Kyle Pitts might just score here. Marcus Epps saves a touchdown, but Falcons very, very close, as that should wind down the 3rd quarter. Well, I am flabbergasted right now. We put up 0 points in the 3rd quarter, and we allow 9. And we threw a pick 6. Not a recipe for success. Matter of fact, it's an ancient old recipe for a little thing called failure. And we are at risk of failing this game right now. Definitely going to be playing from behind. I'm assuming the Falcons are going to score on this drive. I know, can't have that attitude, but come on, man. I can tell, right? I can tell Kyle Pitts. Yeah. Like I said earlier, masterclass on how not to play the game of Madden. And we are, in fact, playing from behind. Let's see if we can amp it up a little bit. We're going to come out single back here. Going to be another play-action crosser, but got to watch Jesse Bates up there. He's always so good. And we'll just go ahead and give it to Michael Mayer, who makes a heck of an adjustment. That was a dangerous, dangerous pass, as Arnold Ebiketie was right there in the area, but Michael Mayer does catch it, and now we have an injury to Michael Mayer. My mans and them just really can't stay healthy in this season. Hasn't really done too much anyway when he has been on the field, but yep, not good from our TE number 2. Not a fan of these play calls, though. I'm going to be the first to admit. This is not too bad, actually, and I do see a little hole there on the left side, so maybe with some blocking we can get there, but blocking has decided to check out, seemingly, in this one. Huge 3rd down coming up. I am going screen. I did call it. I don't care. This is 4-down territory, so a screen pass is a good thing to call in this situation. Amir Abdullah. I mean, we just can't even get screens going now. Like, what's going on? And it's 4th down and 2, and David Onyemata is a freaking animal in this one, man. He's doing his thing. He is doing his thing. Coach is even saying go for it too. I don't like these play calls though. I need something inside zone. Yeah, inside zone, TE flex. Where the heck is David Onyemata? I don't really care. This should be, keyword should be a first down pickup. Needs some blocking. Let's go. Amir Abdullah getting involved now, and that was a clutch play, as Amir is going to keep our drive alive, and if he wouldn't have got that, that probably would have been ball game. Coach really wants it to work, and so do I. The PA cross, they've been calling it. He's been calling it. I've been calling it. We haven't been able to hook up on it yet. I guess we did on my, with Michael Mayer earlier, but I want Jacoby Myers. Nice block pickup and got to throw it away. That I don't even know how Minshew got that one away. That was like a circus throw. And I'll tell you what, this Falcons defensive line, they are amped up. And look, the coach is saying, do it again. No, I'm not going to do it again because it's not been working. I do see Devontae Adams, though, on the press. So if anything, maybe he'll draw Jesse Bates away. And we can hit Brock Bowers possibly on this route. No, it's interception. And we're going to lose to the Falcons. And I can't believe this. Gardner Minshew's second interception of the game, and Amir Abdullah. Lots of injuries in this one, too. But we had this game in the bag, man. Not over yet. I know. I realize that. Not over yet. But the Falcons have scored 16 unanswered points to our 0. That is what unanswered means. So I didn't need to put in that 0 there. But it's just, oh, come on, Max Crosby. Thank you. He's having a good game. Nice TFL there. Got to hold him to a 3-and-out. And you can't really blame Minshew. I want to blame Minshew. Trust me, I do. But this is pretty much a me game. Every now and again, I'll have games where I just don't play well. And this is most certainly one of them. Ondell Moore catching it. And the Falcons picking up a huge first down. Maybe this is a good time for me to... Oh, Max! Look at that. His third TFL of the contest. Max Crosby, welcome to the Summits, brother. I was going to say maybe this is a good time to practice my switch stick skills because God knows I am atrocious at those. And it looks like the Falcons are going to continue their ground attack here, which I am definitely happy with. We got all 3 timeouts and still a lot of time on this clock. So got to get to Bijan. Thank you so much. We're going to go ahead and use one of those timeouts, as a matter of fact, right now. All right, defense, this is literally the ball game right here. So, oh, come on. Someone get to Robinson. 4th and inches. What are they going to do? They're going to go for it, right? Surely they're going to go for it. Oh, really? They're going to punt it. Raheem Morris sands the cojones because this... I mean, come on, man. You quarterback sneak it. I'm not complaining, mind you. But they are going to punt it. And they do leave the door, unless it's a fake. Could see it being a fake. Probably not, though. But maybe. But they leave the door cracked open for us. Got to engineer a 2-minute drive. That would be for the go-ahead score. Cannot take a sack down here in this part of the field. And also can't throw any more interceptions. So let's just go to Kareem Hunt. Okay, for a gain of 1. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And that clock is, in fact, ticking as well. All right, got to just go balls to the wall here. I'm going to send Devontae Adams and also have Kareem Hunt block for us because this pass rush is amped up. And just got to try to pick this up. There's Brock Bowers. Thank you, buddy. And we are not going to call a timeout here yet. Don't need to. The clock runoff is actually not a bad thing. Now, I will have to start calling it pretty soon. I realize that. But, we don't want the Falcons to get the ball back. That would be tragic. So we'll go ahead and call one right here. Going TE attack here. Maybe it's Adams or maybe it's Bowers or maybe Minshew can just roll out. He's going to get sacked probably. Oh, look at Minshew with the wheels. Man, that was dicey. We had a defender mere inches away from us, I'll say. And Minshew was able to, keep those legs churning. And that was a very, very good pickup by him. Now, this may be a sketchy call, but I'm going to go shallow cross. I feel like if Devontae Adams catches it, he can most certainly get out of bounds here. which he's gonna catch it, but not gonna get out of bounds, so we gotta burn our last timeout. Okay, not my best call there. I admit it. I had an idea, but didn't come to fruition, and oh man, I'm not liking it. You know what? It's 2nd and 10. I think that we do take an initial shot to Adams here because, I mean, he's our star wide receiver. Like, he's bound to make a play at some point. He should be in single coverage. We'll have Michael Mayer streak out to kind of draw the safety away, but hopefully we can get Adams. Come on, brother! Good defense there. And that will be 3rd and 10. I still cannot believe that we're in this situation, man. I'm looking at Bowers or Tucker. Maybe one of them can get open. Oh, Bowers. God, almost picked again. I'm not locked in on these passes here. I'll be the first to admit. And this is for all the marbles here. This is for all the marbles, and I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Man, dude, we just got to go up to somebody. 4 verticals, and we got to go up to somebody. I mean, what do you really do in this situation besides just heave up a prayer? Maybe it's Adams, maybe it's Myers. I don't really know. Or maybe it's Trey Tucker. Trey Tucker is fast. Come on, Trey!
So I asked the question again. You guys feel free to let me know your thoughts. Are we contenders or are we pretenders?
3rd interception, and that's ball game. That one wasn't on me. I mean, you know, had to try something. But wow. We had 21 points at halftime, guys. Guess how many we have now? 21. 16 unanswered points by the Falcons. And just a second half collapse of monstrous proportions. It was a good first half. But ever since that pick 6, man. That pick 6 was, in fact, the difference. And that was really a loss that the Summits could not afford to have. Pretty good game from Kirk Cousins. No interceptions. And Minshew did have interceptions. A lot of them. 3. And the first 2 were my fault. I'm not going to try to debate them. Just a bad performance. 238 through the air and only a 70 quarterback rating. And it's unfortunate, too, because it came on a game where Kareem Hunt was running great. But again, just like the passing attack, second half, he was shut down. First half, he was running wherever he wanted to. So only finishes with 63 yards, averaging 4.5 per carry, and a touchdown. Bijan Robinson didn't really get him involved too much. And Amir Abdullah had 3 for 18, but he might be hurt. Minshew also ran 2 times for 18 as well. Receiving, Kyle Pitts tore us up. Brock Bowers had another game, and he will, in fact, I think, pass his rookie record that he set in real life. It's going to be close, but he'll definitely pass it for sure. With still 4 weeks left to go. And Devontae Adams really didn't do much. He had those curl routes, and that's about it. A nice touchdown for Trey Tucker, though. And defense, there was a lot to like Max Crosby having 4 TFLs and a half a sack. David Onyemata, probably the Falcons player of the game. In that second half, he came alive. Was shutting down screens, getting TFLs, all sorts of stuff. Jack Jones gets a TFL and also a half a sack as well. So some things to like from the defense, but overall, a game to forget. A game to forget, and we just better hope and pray our freaking britches off that the LA Chargers also lost this week as well. Nice upgrade for Brock Bowers, though. He continues to develop. I mean, my man's playing up to an 85 overall in his rookie season. That is actually kind of absurd. And we're going to go ahead and do possession, get him closer to being a scheme fit, and we'll check out the yearly awards next episode, but you got to figure that Brock Bowers is got to be the favorite to win it, right? I mean, I don't know who else is doing what, some of these rookie quarterbacks out there, but yeah, Bowers probably, you would think, gonna win it. And we dropped to 8-6. Right now we're sitting at the 10 seed, and next episode, gotta hope that the Chargers lost as well. We also got a new injury, which will be Amir Abdullah, and he is gone for 3 weeks, so that kind of sucks. But nice to see Alexander Madison not in there. But yeah, depressing episode, and we're going to have to find a way to bounce back against the Jags and the Saints. beatable teams, but so were the Falcons. So that is going to do it for me tonight, guys. As always, I appreciate you stopping by. I will catch you on the next one. Until then, peace.